All right, Shalom. First off, we all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakar Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS. Salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are learning truth and sincerity, the women, the children, and confusion, and faith who follow. So I wanted to do this lesson in particular about adversity. You know, one of my favorite football players, he recently got injured, and he had a quote, and it was says we get to choose our response to adversity. And you know, it kind of resonated with me. You know, we get to choose how we respond to an adverse situation. So let's just go into this word adversity. This is from the etymology online. It says from 1200, adversity, a condition of misfortune, hardship, difficulty, distress. From Old French, adversite, adversity, calamity, misfortune, hostility, wickedness, malice. All right, opposition from adversity is to turn against or hostile. So it's a condition of misfortune. One of the other words that stuck out to me was distress, and we'll get to that. But you're going through something. And him, in his case, you know, he tore his ACL. He's going to be out for the rest of the season. And, you know, it's an uphill battle to come back from a knee injury like that, especially when you play football. But, you know, us in this truth, you know, we go through adversity as well. And we have to have that same mindset. All right, because going back to what he said, we get to choose our response to adversity. Now, you can either fight and overcome, or you can succumb to the situation, which, you know, is that fight or flight response. Which, if you're not sure what that is, I'll, you know, edify. Says the fight or flight response is an automatic physiological reaction to an event that is perceived as stressful or frightening. All right, so when you in this situation, your body is feeling stressed or frightened. All right, you're in an adverse situation. It says the perception of threat activates the sympathetic nervous system and triggers an acute stress response that prepares the body to fight or flee. So your body is naturally going to do one of two things. You're either going to fight, okay, or you're going to run and hide, take your tail. That's why, you know, they give you morphine, not morphine, adrenaline. When people are, you know, on their way out, you know, they're about to die, you know, they'll take that, you know, I know you've seen it, they'll take that jab and they'll jab it right into, you know, their heart or right into their body, and it's filled with adrenaline, and it's up to your body right from then and there. Your natural, who you are, you know, what you're made of. You know, are you a fighter, or, you know, are you a wimp? You know, are you gonna flee? Or are you just gonna succumb to the situation that you're in? You're just gonna die. All right. But if you're a fighter, then your body is gonna naturally, you know, you're gonna hulk up pretty much. You're gonna basically kick that not really kick it, but, you know, your body is gonna awaken. Your body's gonna quicken. Okay, it's gonna quicken itself and become alive, and, you know, you're gonna make it out of that situation. But going back to what I was saying, you know, us in this truth, we know we are fighting adversity every day to become better men. All right, you may be in a situation, any situation, you know, dealing with the woman, dealing with, you know, finances. You know, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You know, when matter of fact, let me just start getting some of these precepts. What do I want? This is Ecclesiastes chapter 2. I must just start at verse 1. It says, "My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble." Right. So, you know, as you're growing in this thing and learning or whatnot, you're gonna grow. You gotta constantly endure. All right, to endure, you're going through something, so you gotta constantly, weather these storms. We're getting our ass kicked on this side so that we don't get the hell when that day comes, or when the day of the Lord comes, and you have I almost jumped the gun on that, because I got a precept for everyone else who's not preparing for the day of the Lord. But the point is, we're always going through it. It's always going to be an obstacle in your way. It's always going to be a bill. It's always going to be something that you have to conquer. A situation that you can either take a loss or you can get a win in. All right, it says so we have to constantly endure and make not haste in time of trouble. All right, it says cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased in thy last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. Right, so when you up, still keep your etiquette about yourself, or when you're down, keep that same energy. Be a man of the Lord, be virtuous. All right. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of what? In the furnace of adversity. So when you're going through these things, it's the Lord cleansing you. It's the Lord getting all that BS off you. All right. Cutting away, chipping away that old man. All right. Making you that new creature, making you a vessel fitted for salvation. All right, this is Proverbs chapter 1. I'll start at verse 27. It says, matter of fact, I'll start at verse 26, verse 25. The whole chapter is good. It says, but ye have said of not all my counsel, and with none of my reproof, I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your destruction cometh as a desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then they shall call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. So we're going through our adversity right now, so that when this time comes, we're not going through that same adversity. It's going to be a whole nother level of adversity at that time. All right, that's when it's too late. All right, you're not out of this thing until you're out of this thing. But if you wait until then, you're probably going to be out of this thing. All right, you need to get the action right now. Every day is an opportunity. Every minute, every second that you draw a breath is an opportunity to praise the Lord, an opportunity to get 1% better, an opportunity to just be great, or to try to become greater. That's the whole goal, to get salvation, to leave that old man behind, and to become something that's, like I said, worthy of salvation. So in order to do that, you got to fight adversity. You got to be willing to do whatever, to go through whatever for the Lord. Okay? It's one of my favorite one of my favorite people to watch, who was very inspirational to me. It's a guy named David Goggins. And he has a lot of quotes. I'm gonna get one right here. It says, "Everybody wants a quick fix. You may get results, but they won't be permanent. The permanent results come from you having to suffer. Or you have to suffer. You have to go through something. That's adversity. Adversity is going to help you to grow. It's a learning experience. Okay? If you're walking home from school and you stub your toe on a rock, and this is your daily routine. You know you're going to have to walk this route. That's adversity. That rock is adversity. But guess what? Tomorrow, you're walking the same path. You know, anyone in their right mind would know to what? To avoid that rock. Now you got experience. Now you've leveled up, and that's on a minute level. All right, you can definitely scale that up. But you know, you're going through it, and now what? And now you're a better person for it. And you know, you've grown. So let me get this. This is 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 3. It says, "Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushua HaMashiach." We got to go through it. So it says to endure hardness. All right, it's not going to be easy. No one said this walk was going to be easy. All right, living life in the world ain't easy. Why would living life as a man of the Lord be easy? If anything, it's tougher. Because you're governed by rules. You're governed by parameters of the law, statutes, and commandments. In the world, you can go be any other nigga that you want to be. And still might not make it. You know, quote, make it in the world. But you being a man of the Lord, being righteous, all right, that's a horse of a different color, man. And yet you got to endure hardness because you're going to get corrected. You're going to be chopped down, all right? Your ego, you know, you have to abound, you have to abase. You might have thought you were way up here. But when you come to this truth, man, you got to start at the bottom floor. You have to humble yourself. You have to be of a contrite spirit. And it says, thou therefore endure hardness as what? As a good soldier. Let's go into this word soldier, which is Strong's G 4757, Stratetios, butchering that word.
Strong's G 4757, Stratiotes.
There we go.
Stratiotes.
It says a champion. A champion is what? A winner. You want to be a winner in the end, don't you? Nobody wants to be a loser. Nobody wants to be on the losing side. No one wants to come in this truth just to not get salvation. Everyone wants to win. Everyone wants to get that pat on the back. Hey, good job. You know, everyone wants to finish the race and, you know, be in first place. But that first place person, guess what they did? They went through adversity. Because when you were sleeping, they were up working. When you were eating, they're dieting, drinking water, lifting weights. Okay, making themselves better. That's what a champion does. A champion does what he has to do to gain that championship and maintain that championship. Look at boxers. All right, you know, it's a lot of work that they put in order to make weight, to train, to spar, to keep their mind sharp. That's why, you know, you have these certain boxers that they're on it. They're on point. They never miss weight. You know, they're sharp in the ring. They don't blow up on the off season. That's how we got to be, man. All right, so that's really all I wanted to get at. Quote it again. We get to choose our response to adversity. Either you're going to fight or you're going to flight. You know, we're all going to go through it. You're going to go through it anyways. Why not choose to be the better man? And with that being said, we're going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai B'Shem Karkadash, the bunch of the apostles and the elders of GMS. Salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are learning truth and sincerity, the women, the children, the confusion, faith who follow. Shalom.